you're someone who likes to do robotic affirmations, or you like to do techniques that follow the law of assumption, and you like to manifest really fast. However, whenever you start setting a challenge for yourself to manifest within a week, within 7 days, within the 3-day challenge, you always seem to fall off. You never seem to complete the challenge or even get your manifestation. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about why you're not manifesting fast enough, and also what are the things that could stop you from manifesting faster, and ways that your mind tries to sabotage you from manifesting instantly or manifesting within, I would say, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So let's get started. If you're someone who likes to do robotic affirmations, or you just like to manifest using affirmations, and you like to use scripting, or you like to visualize or something, I really prefer to use affirmations. I feel like my mind wanders a bunch, and I've always gotten success from affirmations. I've always gotten success from repeating an affirmation in my mind, or repeating a certain outcome that's going to happen. Repetition and a statement is always what got me my manifestations, or even just like a persistent desire of something always manifested for me. And that's why I'm going to be talking about affirmations, because that's just what works for me, and something that I feel like anyone can do, if not everyone is doing, when it's about their manifestations or their manifesting process. The number one reason why you don't manifest fast enough is usually because your mind is trying to keep you safe. Your brain wants to keep you safe. Your brain and your ego and your mind doesn't like the idea of you choosing something that's so contradicting to their current circumstances. You start doing your manifesting process, it is going to throw anything and everything at you to get you to stop. If you've ever found yourself not manifesting something specifically, this could be money, this could be people, this could be physical appearance changes, this can be like just anything that you're manifesting. Let's use the example that if you started affirming on a Monday, and by Friday you already have wavered and just stopped affirming for that thing, or there's always something that seems more important than what you're affirming. So one way that your brain is going to stop you, or your ego is going to stop you from manifesting the thing that you want, is that it's going to start coming up with things that you need to focus on that are more important than your manifestation, something that's more important than your affirmation. And these can be very triggering things. For example, you could be manifesting money or an opportunity, and all of a sudden you're just thinking, your brain is just overwhelming you with thoughts about certain people or certain random anxious situations that just deter you from manifesting that money. Like, for example, if you are, let's just say that you are manifesting the money, and all of a sudden you're just thinking about all of the issues or all of the people in your environment that's gonna get mad at you if you have more money. This is just like a random example, because your brain is going to create the most random, the most illogical, and the most triggering ideas and thoughts just to stop you from repeating your affirmations. If you've ever manifested a specific person, then you might know that there are so many things that your mind tries to think about just to stop you from affirming for that person. For example, from my experience, my mind will just bring up the most random, embarrassing moments just to stop me from affirming. Or usually I don't really get affected by a lot of the trending topics in social media, but maybe you've noticed that when you're manifesting a specific person, all of the social media posts or all of these social media topics has to do with how terrible men are, or how terrible women are, or just whatever you're manifesting. And then you start getting triggered by those things. Your mind will start creating excuses, your mind will start creating doubts, excuses, situations that will just make you doubt your ability to manifest this person. It will use anything, it will use everything just to stop you. I remember when I was getting really focused with my affirmations, and one night I literally had probably 5 to 7 of the most triggering ideas, or the most triggering hypothetical situations that could happen, that just flooded my brain before bedtime just to stop me from continuing my affirmations. I don't even think that they were even logical or rational things that could happen, they just were triggering enough for me to consider stopping my affirmations, or for me to divert my focus from my affirmations, from my manifestation, onto these triggers, just for the purpose of me stopping. You might even encountered moments when you're doing your affirmations, your scripting, your visualizations, when you are just hit with a headache, you start getting sick, you start getting nauseous, you start feeling really down about yourself, you start questioning your self-worth, you start questioning your manifesting abilities, you start questioning the integrity of what you're manifesting. You're like, is it even worth it? Do I need it? You start questioning the time that it takes to manifest a thing. You start questioning the bridge of events that get you to that manifestation. You might even start having negative dreams just to make you question if you are manifesting this correctly, or if this is just a sign to stop manifesting. You might even get like tired and sleepy all of a sudden just from doing your affirmations. I'm telling you that anything and everything will try to stop you when you are manifesting and you're doing your affirmations on a consistent basis. You might even find yourself being very consistent and having aligned thoughts within the first 3 days, but every day after those 3 days just seem to get harder and harder, or seem to just give you more signs of stopping. These are all just tricks that the ego and that your mind is playing on you just to keep you stuck, just to keep you comfortable, and to keep you in predictable circumstances. Because when you manifest something, when you're changing the habits of your brain, it's more comfortable with what it's used to. It's more comfortable with the past. You might even start reminiscing on the past. You might even start thinking of hypothetical situations that make your manifestation seem like a nightmare if it came true. Again, these are all just tactics that your brain, your ego, is using just to stop you from being consistent with your manifesting process. That's why there is so much talk of the idea of the purge, or the idea of persisting during unwanted circumstances, persisting during when your mind is literally fighting against you. There are so many moments when you're manifesting something where you have to sacrifice your mind just to remain consistent with your affirmations, to remain consistent with your process. You might even manifest a bunch of signs, and at the same time you feel like your brain, your mind is giving you every reason why you should stop manifesting. It's giving you every reason of why, if you manifest this thing that you want, it's just going to bring chaos, or it's not going to give you the thing, or it's going to ruin your life. These are all excuses that the brain uses just to stop you, make you question the changes that you're doing, so you can remain comfortable, you can remain living out your past thoughts, your past behaviors, your past habits. So if you ever have wondered, why am I not manifesting fast enough? What can I do to manifest faster? I would say there's probably collectively that there is a good amount of time that your brain is spending in fighting off these triggering thoughts that question your consistency, that just question the purpose of manifesting your desire. This is why, if you've ever manifested in a time crunch situation, or if you ever manifested in an emergency situation, you really don't have any time to focus on this manifestation not working or not happening. You don't have time to doubt, you don't have time to question, you don't have time to think about what could happen if this doesn't work. The only option is just the manifestation. If you've ever manifested in those type of situations, they are very stressful and they're very intense, but they get results because you're just focused on this one outcome. You deny anything that isn't that one outcome. However, when you are manifesting something that's maybe not as urgent, it's not one of like your basic survival needs, it's probably just like a desire, it feels like it's taking a long time, or it feels like it takes longer than when you've manifested in emergency situation. It feels like it takes longer because there's actually more time for you to question if you really need it. Your brain has more free time to not be focused compared to time crunch situations, emergency scenarios where you needed this manifestation yesterday. The day that I had like 5 to 7 back-to-back triggering hypothetical situations in my mind before I went to bed was the day that I was super consistent with my affirmations the entire day. But those like random situations, again, it was like, I'll give you an example. It was kind of like, if you continue focusing on this desire, you are gonna run out of money. If you're gonna continue focusing on this desire, you're gonna waste your time. There's no need to manifest this desire. You need to be focused on this other thing. I was literally having my heart race just from focusing on my desire for manifesting the thing that I wanted. This is how badly your brain wants to stop you from manifesting, from focusing on your affirmations, because it knows that it has to change to bring this outcome. Your mind will find random things that you probably don't really care about, and it will turn it into triggering ideas just to stop you from being consistent with your affirmations. This happens every time you're manifesting something that you really desire. If you are looking to manifest even faster, or if you're wondering why certain desires take longer than others, I would ask you to be very conscious from the day that you're going to start manifesting this thing, your desire, and be very aware, be conscious on where your brain is taking you throughout the day when you're focused on your manifesting process. I would take like notes of it at the end of the week of like, I remember thinking about this random thing. I was thinking about this other person. I was thinking about how focus on something else. I was thinking about this desire isn't a priority for me. Like, I would ask you to write down at the end of the week all of the things that brought your attention away from your affirmations, from your manifesting process for at least 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Wavering is not just thinking negatively against the specific desire, it's also the triggers that your brain will come up with just to stop you from being focused on the manifesting. Every time that you have a triggering thought, or have a thought of like, maybe I shouldn't be manifesting this thing, maybe I should be focused on something else that's more important, anything that's triggering you or anything that's taking you away from your focus, you have to remind yourself that this is actually just a distraction. It's an ego tactic. It's a distraction that's keeping you from being consistent with your affirmation, keeping you from manifesting this new change. Maybe you've been manifesting a specific person and then you have been very focused and very consistent. Somewhere along the week, you are questioning if you are this person's type, the type of person that they are. You're questioning if they're even worth manifesting. Your brain will make you think about how you're manipulating their free will. Your brain will just start telling you everything it can to get you to stop. This is why we have so many videos, so many books, so many topics about people's limiting beliefs and their doubts and their concerns with manifesting money, specific people, opportunities. And this is why there's unlimited amount of limiting beliefs and doubts, because it's just your brain trying to stop you. Your brain is going to make you question if 3 days is too long, a week is too long, a month is too long. It's going to tell you that you're wasting your time. It's going to tell you that you're using the wrong technique. It's going to give you a dream about your specific person being with someone else. It's going to bring new people in your reality, wanting to court you, wanting to date you, to distract you from manifesting that person. It's going to use anything to stop you. It might make you anxious. It might give you panic attacks all of a sudden. It might even make you want to check their social media. It's going to make you want to, and your brain is very smart. It's a very smart self-preservation system. It's going to use things that only trigger you. It's going to use people, it's going to use certain words, it's going to use certain dreams, it's going to use emotions. It's going to use what it knows about you to get you to stop. Maybe for you, you just get feelings of hopelessness. You start getting feelings of anxiety, but maybe for someone else, it might even use panic attacks. It might even use the past. It might even use the future against you. It might remind you, like, you haven't watched that movie that you wanted to see. It might give you a 10-season show that you wanted to watch, and you wanted to watch it right when you start to manifest your thing. Then you're wondering why you're not manifesting as fast, why it's not manifesting instantly, it's not manifesting within a week, within 2 weeks, within 3 days. And it's usually because of sneaky ways that your brain is trying to stop you. And after 8 years of consciously manifesting myself and also 8 years of studying manifesting, I've just learned to be conscious, to be aware of it and know, okay, this is a distraction. This is another distraction. This is coming up in my mind to distract me, but I have to stay focused and I have to continue doing my affirmations if I really want my thing. Some people are more stronger, more stubborn, more determined than others, and they don't let their thoughts, their random thoughts affect them. But for those of you who do get affected when your ego is hitting you hard and it's telling you everything that you don't want to hear, giving you every reason in the book to not manifest, to give you every reason to not be focused, and you need to be more aware, you need to be more conscious, and you need to recognize what is a distraction and where your focus is actually at. And hopefully being more aware of these distractions can make you manifest faster. And also, it's probably the reason why certain things didn't manifest in the past, if you've ever had any failed manifestations. So if you're able to hack your focus and pay extra attention to where your mind is going, pay attention to the things that manifest while you are manifesting your desire. Are they distractions? Are they things that make you question your manifesting abilities? Are they things that make you question your desires? And for those of you who are really intentional, who maybe you're kind of similar to me, take manifesting really seriously and you manifest everything in your life, I would also ask you to go into your mind and remember moments of the things that you've manifested. Did you have anything that distracted you from the manifestation before it came true, before it came into your reality? If you've ever lost a manifestation, were there any distractions that shifted your focus from having the manifestation to possibly losing it, or negative things that's happened since you manifested your desire? Because I bet you if you go back into your memory and you think about why you lost the manifestation right before it manifested, if there was anything that really tried to trigger you before it came, then you will realize that this is just a pattern that happens when you're consciously manifesting. I think it happens to everyone. I think it's just more people listen to it and some people just don't listen to it as much, or they don't have the time to listen to it. They put their manifestation as the number one priority no matter what. I wanted to talk about this because it's been happening to me again now that I've been manifesting some things intentionally, and I feel like if it's happening to me, it's definitely happening to someone else out there who maybe needs to hear this. So thank you for listening. Bye.